Hi everyone, welcome to BFA Snapshot. As many of you know, I'm Pip Wilkins, the CEO of the BFA, and delighted to be joined by my esteemed female colleagues on International Women's Day. So we just wanted to pop out a quick video to share some of our own personal insights of the last year, but obviously with the theme being Choose to Challenge, talk a bit about some of the challenges we all think we're going to face in the year to come. So I'm going to kick off with Helen. What's been your biggest achievement, Helen, over the last sort of 12 months or so?
I think for me probably was coordinating and pulling together the QFP cohorts. I know it's something that's new for the BFA, but the second cohort starts this week actually, and it's going really, really well. So I'm really pleased that people have embraced that idea of getting the QFP completed within a year, as opposed to the normal 3 years that we give people the chance to actually go through it. So there's a lot going on around the QFP, and the cohort was something that I was really, really pleased with, the fact that, you know, so many people have embraced it and they are really keen to get it done within the year. So moving forward, what we'll also be looking to do is just reaching out to people who are maybe partway through their QFP and you know, having a look at what's outstanding and getting them to embrace getting that all finished this year. So but that's certainly been something I've been really proud of this year, Pip.
But that's not all, is it? You're looking to extend out some new things with the QFP, aren't you? With maybe an alumni? I can't say that word.
No, I'm not going to try and say it either. No, absolutely. There's lots of plans as far as the QFP is concerned. And yes, we are looking to sort of produce perhaps a newsletter and something, you know, a little bit more for those that are qualified for the QFP as well. So there's a lot coming. So watch this space.
Fab. And Gabby, what about you? Not a lot of our members maybe have seen you face to face so far, because you started just before lockdown, didn't you? And you're tucked away behind the scenes, but making everything that we do look so amazing. So it might be really nice for you to introduce yourself and then talk to us about your kind of biggest achievement this year.
Yes, so I'm Gabby and I'm the design executive here at the BFA, and as Pip has just said, you know, I'm quite hidden away, the hidden face of the business, but I'm still there, beavering along. Obviously, yes, I joined, I think it was in March last year or just the end of February, and after being made redundant from a previous job, so obviously to then step into this job and be able to keep it secure over the last 12 months with everything else that's been going on has been, you know, a huge thing for me. And it's meant that I've actually been able to purchase my first home, and we moved in October. So me and my partner are very pleased and happy with that. That was a huge achievement for me as like personally. Obviously within the business, as most people would have known, we launched our new members area late last year as well, and that was probably one of the first times I've ever done something as big as that as well, and so that's something that I'm extremely proud of. It's been, you know, a huge year for everybody, and I think, you know, everything that we've done together as a business and all of the support that we've had from our members and from each other has really helped us grow throughout COVID and all of the other things which have, you know, been a challenge for us as a business and individuals.
Well, thanks, Gabby. Yeah, lots of new things have stemmed off of COVID for us. And I'm really proud of how we've pulled together as quite a small team now. We've reduced in numbers, but absolutely not in the activity that we do. And I think due to Gabby, we look better than we've ever done. From your perspective, your big achievement?
Yeah, I think it has to be around taking the team from being face-to-face and office-based to operating effectively in a virtual world. I think it was a bit of a shock to the system for all of us at the beginning. And we're not going to lie, it was tough, a little bit of a rocky road, but I actually feel that the team that we have today is stronger than ever and delivering more than ever. And I'm super proud of every single one of them and every person's contribution. Yeah, it's been quite a journey, but actually the learns that we've all managed to come out the back of this with, I think are immense, and we'll take that forward with us as a team. We've built a lot of trust and there's a lot of love and a lot of passion, and hopefully that's what will shine throughout 2021.
Yeah, I really hope so. It's one of our core values. For those that don't know too much about the BFA, passion is one that we've always introduced, and it's always hard to put that into context, but it's one of the things that we look for in every member of staff that comes on board with the BFA. For me, one of the biggest accomplishments, I think, was the annual conference this year. So we hoped by moving it so many times that we would end up in a position where we could be face to face. But the challenge of negotiating with venues to make sure that we could keep rolling our bookings over was huge in itself. But to take something online and bring together our community as well online as we did virtually was just a standout moment. It's the most bizarre thing to stand in front of a couple of cameras and some screens in a studio with a whole load of crew masked up behind you, and it's just you with no audience to bounce off. It was really weird, but the feedback that we had from the membership for me was kind of a standout, proud. You know, we really nailed that moment during the course of last year. So the theme, Choose to Challenge, I think it's critical to talk about some of the challenges that we've all faced, certainly over the last year, but to then try and pick up on some positives, because we always like to do that. But it's not been easy, as Em said, working with a team remotely and recognising how we as an association needed to step up and really support people that weren't used to being in homes on their own. You know, I'm surprised that the divorce rate hasn't gone up massively, where people have to spend all of their time with their partners at home. But I think it's been a challenge for us all, and I'm absolutely astounded by the way the industry has moved forward and relationships have strengthened. So Em, starting with you, challenge for next year. What are you choosing to challenge, and how are you hoping to achieve that?
Yeah, so in 2021 then, it is really just to make sure that we can tell the story of franchising and what we're all about as a business in a really great way. You know, we do a lot of things and I don't think we blow our own trumpet enough. There is a huge amount of work going on in the background, and some of it we can't always share until the work has been done. But I think that more people need to know what the BFA is doing and what we are here for. There's a massive cause with a huge heart in this business, and we represent a massive community, you know, and I think for us, it is about building on that representation and really collectively helping promote franchising to the world at large. That's really what I want to try and achieve with the team. Okay, Helen?
My choose to challenge, I think for me will be, hopefully towards the end of this year, Pip, is getting us all back to face. It'll be so good to catch up with our members and just get that sort of feeling of camaraderie that we've got in the industry. Things like, you know, the forums and hopefully conference, all that sort of stuff. It will just be absolutely brilliant. And I think it will be a great way to finish this year, 2021, for us all if we are able to get back together. So for me, you know, choose to challenge will be just to get us all back face to face.
Fab. And Gabby?
So it would be for me kind of just to continue developing the brand identity and to make sure that everybody who maybe hasn't ever heard of the BFA before can actually understand what we do and who we are, and also put images and, you know, colours and everything to that as well. So obviously, yes, to watch this space because there'll be new things coming out very soon. But yeah, that will kind of be my big challenge for this year, is just to tie everything together and make us look as good as ever.
Absolutely. Oh, well, guys, thank you so much for your time today. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about my choose to challenge as well, aren't I? I was going to skip over that then. I'll tell you what, I do have a couple of different thoughts on this. So for me, one of the things when I took the role as the CEO, and it feels like a billion years ago as much as it was only 5, was very much to change the perception of the association in the marketplace. And I think we've done that really, really well. What I'd like to see this year is a real step up in brands getting on and getting engaged with the BFA. You know, we've shown that we are people's trusted partner in franchising. We absolutely have the heart and the passion to support brands and help them. You know, my why is about helping people. You know, that's all I want to do. And I really want to help some of the smaller brands come into membership, and we've done a lot in creating affordability programs and making ourselves a bit more nice. Because people all thought that we were a bit arrogant. And that, as I hope you can tell from just listening to the 4 of us, certainly isn't what we stand for. So yeah, hoping to help a lot more people come into franchising and benefit from the amazing things that we do as an association. And I'm going to be sharing a bit of a personal and a work journey, as I always do, at Empowering Women in Business later this year. So please hop on over to the website, have a look at the event. It's all about making the impossible possible. So we hope to see all you lovely females in franchising and in business at that event in October. Thank you very much for your time today, ladies. And we hope you've all had a fantastic International Women's Day.
Thanks, Pip.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pip.